Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to beat Giant Graveyard. And in this matchup guide, I have three different matches. And the last one actually is a really weird variation where the guy actually puts Giant Skeleton in his deck. So it was really fun to play against that. In giant beatdown matches, you really don't want to go in until you really have a successful counter push. If you do go in single, you probably will lose. If you go in double, the chance of losing also skyrockets. So most likely, you're gonna have to just play perfect defense. Yeah, do not go in single or double. Sorry, my voice is a little weird. I just woke up, so So at this point, I see Snowball and Bowler. I'm thinking it's probably Giant Graveyard, but I'm not too sure. And sadly, the Bowler does kill my Furnace, which is really unfortunate, but that's okay. At this point, I know he's playing Giant Graveyard, so I set up with the Goblin Hut because I know he's going to Giant. Yep, there it is. And yeah, so whenever he plays Giant Graveyard, I always go Valk on the Witch, Poison on the Graveyard, and Goblin Hut for the Giant. And it fully counters the entire push really easily, as you can see, and I get a nice counter push. But I do not go Graveyard, I'm pretty sure, because it's just not worth it. Because if he managed to defend with something like a mini Pekka destroying like the tank and like, okay, never mind. I don't know why I did that. That's not a good play. Like realistically, he could have gotten Evil Witch down, but okay, I'm not even following my own glide. But now that I'm looking back on it, that was not a good play, right? So do not do that. I know I got a lot of damage, but I'm kind of down on elixir now, and that's not cool. So yeah. Anyway, I think he lets his Bowler go, so that's really nice. But see, look how much elixir I'm down now. I'm down like 3 elixir, which is, you know, not the position you want to be in. It's not that bad because I'm going into double elixir, but it could have been so much worse. So guys, I'm telling you guys, try not to go Graveyard. So again, you guys see me do the same exact defense. Valk on the Witch. Don't let the Witch somehow what's it called? Like don't let the Valk get somehow like hit by the Giant. If that makes sense. Because if the Giant knocks the Witch away, that's really bad. So do not let that happen. I'm just setting up for another defense. Again, this matchup, you can never, you can always perfectly defend if you don't go in, right? It's impossible for you not to perfectly defend. Be careful and be really mindful of the placements I'm doing, because they're very, very important. Anyway, the reason why I went Valk on top of the Giant in this case is because I had an Evil Furnace, so even if he knocked it away, I wasn't scared of the Witch or anything. So anyway, I go in now because look at the huge counter push I'm getting. And yeah, Polar dies, that's beautiful. And I'm able to get some Furnace chip damage on top of the Giant and on top of the tower, so that's great. I go Poison on top of the Graveyard, and I just go, I think I go Valk. And I think I get a Vines down, do I? Okay, I don't. Oh, I do, okay, nice. So this is kind of scary, but thank goodness I have Secret Goblins. So again, the only reason why he's getting damaged because, I don't know, I feel like I'm going too aggressive with these Graveyards. Like, the only reason he got damaged in that case was because I went in with the Graveyard, right? If I just perfectly defend the whole game, I'm gonna win, like, no matter what. So he does go with this. I think I get a nice Vines down. Yep. You always want to Vines the mini Pekka, like, that's the important part. If you're not able to Vines the mini Pekka, it doesn't really work out. So in this case, I didn't go with the what's it called? I didn't go with the Poison because he didn't have a Giant. The only reason why I always poison the Graveyard is because the Giant is such a fat tank. Right, that's pretty much it. Anyway, I Poison Vines the Evil Witch and usually kills it pretty well. Yeah, it dies here. So that's great. Again, it's literally the same exact defense every single time. Like, there's nothing special to this matchup because the Giant Graveyard doesn't have a big spell, so the Furnace always gets so much value, as you guys can see. And I just go in and I just go Vines, I'm thinking I win, GG's. That's pretty much it. Okay, that's the first match, which is a more aggressive match, but again. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep going. All right. So the next match is Giant Graveyard, but in this case they have vines. Man, that was a big yawn. In this case, the Giant Graveyard has vines, so with vines, it's the same thing. You just can't go in. If you go in when they have vines, if you don't defend the graveyard with the poison when they have vines, it's gonna be a rough day for you. So make sure you do. Anyway, a quick thing to note is that going Berserker opposite lane is a great play if you know what deck they're playing, and the chance he had Nado with Bowler, like I know Lumberloon runs Nado with Bowler, but in this meta, it's like really like difficult to see Lumberloon because of the Evo Wizard and stuff like, I don't know, it just Lumberloon hasn't been that good. So I just picked my poison and like just went with the Berserker because I don't want to cycle Berserker into the Bowler because, you know, it's just gonna die and not get any damage. But yeah, see, I was able to perfectly defend. Again, I literally run the exact same what's it called? I really run the exact same strategy and defense against this deck, so that's like really good. And yeah, he goes Bowler, which is slightly annoying, but nothing I can't handle. I actually leak a little bit just to play a Valk on top of the Bowler, so yeah. Just poison this, I think. Oh, I don't. So I get a little greedy because I'm like, okay, he's not gonna have a poison. He doesn't have a giant taking, so I'll get a little greedy. And I want to go Graveyard now because I'm able to save some of my poison on offense. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that was risky because if he like got vines on top of my Berserker, he probably would have gotten so much more damage with that Graveyard. But again, it's just risky plays, high risk, high reward, right? Like that's how the world works. Like if you're willing to risk it, like you're gonna get like rewarded somehow. Anyway, I was so mad that the stupid Bowler was hitting my cut, like but it's okay. I ended up winning anyway, so it's again, the matchup's not easy, not hard. It's just that I don't know how to explain it. It's like the matchup's really not hard, I think. Anyway, the Giant gets some damage here. I kind of play the Evil Valk in front of it because I want to hit some skeletons in case the poison doesn't last that long, but you can see it didn't really matter. So I get a nice Furnace onto the minions, and at this point he's trying to split lane push me, which is, you know, really annoying, honestly, but it makes it, split lane pushing makes it so much harder for me, the opponent, to, you know, it's easy for me to make mistakes in this case because when you split lane push, if I over defend one lane, it's gonna be wraps right for the other lane, so it just makes it harder, right? It doesn't fundamentally doesn't make the defense different. It just makes the defense harder because it's easier to mess up. Anyway, I had the urge to poison that witch, but I reminded myself that I can never poison on offense because he has a graveyard, and you guys can see he has his poison. And again, they love evil snowballing your witch off the Valk, and in both times they did that in both matches. You know, I just went with a nice Berserker. Yeah, so you guys can see I just get a nice pose on top of the what's it called? Graveyard, like as always. I don't know why he even tried snowballing there, because I have an evil Valk. Setting up for another defense. because I know he's been giant. He's a graveyard too. Like, I don't know. He thinks like doing the same thing over and over again is gonna work. So, you know, there you have it. I ended the poison down. The giant actually got pushed off the bowler, but it doesn't matter. Look how much damage he got. Even if it got like 1 or 2 hits, that doesn't matter. Start BMing me, so I BM back, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, another pretty solid game. And the last game I have is the variation where the guy actually put in giant skeleton for no reason. I don't even know why. So that was the first one. That was the second one. That was this is the third one. Okay, so you can see he has giant skeleton. It's pretty much the same deck, but giant skeleton's in a bowler, which I think makes it easier, but it really does like throw you off like the first time you play giant skeleton. So always be careful what these people are running. He goes giant, so I just go Falcon to the giant. There's nothing really else better to do, so yeah. I'm wondering if he's playing giant graveyard, so I'm very wary. I'm not trying to give him like a random. I'm not trying to go poison or something stupid, but yeah. Yep, there comes the graveyard. I just poison it. You guys already know this whole spiel. That furnace was overcommit, but honestly, it was not that bad. Like, I didn't need the furnace, is what I'm trying to say. I could have just defended that normally, but you know, I'm down quite a bit of elixir, but I should be fine because he had to burn giant skeleton off that furnace. So I just get a nice Valk here, and look at the timing of my vines. I placed the vines right when the Valk can hit the mini Pekka and the tank. And that's so important. If you just vines early and not let the Valk hit both things, oh my goodness, you're gonna lose. But you know, he gets a lot of damage from this little push here, but you guys can see like how to burn Evo Valk. Yeah, but that's just because he has a giant skeleton for no reason. Like I don't know why he has a giant skeleton, but that's okay. In fact, I would go as far to speak that if you just went giant with that mini Pekka, I would have lost. So, yeah. That furnace was really bad in that case. Like, that furnace that I used to defend the first push, that was such a bad furnace. Like, if I had to go back, I would never play that furnace again. Because, man, oh my goodness. If he just giant mini Pekka, now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, bro, why didn't he just giant mini Pekka? Because if he did, I have to play Valk on top with the giant, and he probably could just like fling it with the ability. And the giant skeleton interaction, I pulled the giant skeleton so both towers were targeting it. I think I pulled it to the center, and you know it was, I don't know. I just think it was so much easier for me to defend a giant skeleton as opposed to a giant. So you know, thank you for him, you know, for letting me win. But yeah, you guys can see that Evo Furnace did so much work over there. Always get value from the Evo Furnace. I'm down right now, but I just go in, because why not? He just burned his Evo Witch. Again, I think I poisoned the minion. Do I? Yeah, I do. And this is kind of a scary position I'm in, but it's not that bad. You guys can see there's a hella skeletons on my tower, but I don't know. It's because I went for a stupid graveyard again. Every time I lose, or every time I take damage, it's literally from a graveyard. Anyway, at this point, this guy thinks he's winning, but he doesn't have a big spell, so never give up against these matchups. He doesn't, again, let me repeat that. He doesn't have a big spell, so never give up against these guys. I know I can perfectly defend if I stop going for stupid graveyards, so I'm like, yeah, I'm going to keep playing. Because, like, what's the point of not playing, right? Because I know if I didn't go for that graveyard, he wouldn't have gotten damage, is what I'm trying to say. As, like, Exhibit A, right? Like, he's not getting any damage, I didn't go in, right? So, it's just, I don't know. You guys will see how I win, though. That graveyard play that I went opposite lane with, I should have done that in triple elixir, not in something like a double elixir like that. That was a really bad play, but that's okay. It's because I even went poison on the minions, which was really like too much, right? If I didn't, I would have been fine. So I just keep going cycling furnaces, and I know at one point the time for me to go in will come, right? So I go in now, because now I know I have enough elixir to go for a full graveyard poison. He missed the giant kite, so that's absolutely great, and I win. GG's. If he didn't miss the giant kite, I still think I would have won though, because I had so much elixir coming down his left side for defense, and he just couldn't defend a whole Val graveyard poison. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed so much. I'm a little tilted right now in medals. I used to be like 2k medals, but now I tilted 200 medals, but that's okay. You know, tilting is part of the game. And I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'll see you guys